Welcome back to Marketing Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. Today, we're talking with Deon Bonaparte from Agency Evolve. And Deon, welcome to our conversation today.
Thank you for having me, Howard.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And you've had quite a nice career in marketing to this point. So why don't you share a little bit about how you got started in the industry?
Yes, for sure. So definitely, I started in 2020. It was in a midst of a pandemic when everything was going on. I'm sure we're still in the pandemic now, but I was just just wrapping up school, and so with me, I was trying to decide if I wanted to go and actually work for an agency that was already in existence, or if I wanted to create one on my own. And the reason why I decided to create one on my own is because I wanted something that primarily served the BIPOC community, which is Black, Indigenous people of color, so that is how I got started in 2020, and then after that, I said, you know what, I think this needs to happen. I can see definitely a problem that we could solve, and so I went ahead and started the company in 2020, and we started to see some success then, and then 2021 came, started to see a little bit more, but we wanted to really go nails deep into our field, into the problem that we were solving. I actually had a privilege to do a TED Talk in 2021, and one of the stats that I found out was that 80% Black businesses fail within the first 18 months. And so I seen a big problem there, and I saw how marketing, advertising, strategy, and branding could really be a somewhat of a solution for this problem. So we decided to just change our name and make our mission to redefine the narrative for Black and brown businesses with our tools and what we can do with marketing, branding, and brand strategy, which is what we're doing now.
Well, it's one thing to really niche down to the right industry that you want to work with, but it really is something that is personal and important to you. It really takes on a whole different meaning and a whole different energy. And it's great that you are getting in front of businesses that really do need to make sure that they are focused on their marketing and branding and getting the word out there in a strong way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what is it that you are addressing with some of these companies? Because I sense a lot of them are not speaking to agencies before, and you have a vision of what you want to provide to them. What does that conversation kind of feel like?
100%. So one of the things that I like to say, especially with the clients that we serve, is first of all, there needs to be an understanding of what a brand is, right? You need to understand what that is so that you can be able to build an effective brand, right? And so a brand is a gut feeling about a product, service, or organization. All right, that was deemed by the brand strategist Marty Neumeyer, someone who I follow. But it's a gut feeling about a product, service, or organization. So, and then when we're thinking about these gut feelings build trust, right? So when we think about what a brand is really only trust. When you think about some of your favorite brands, the reason why they're your favorite is because you trust them. And so when I'm working with these companies, these businesses, I like to take this knowledge to share and say, hey, well, what we need to do is we need to build a strong brand that your community, your customers, the people that you serve can be proud of, and so when you can build that, and when you can provide a service, that can actually solve a problem, solve a need, that's when we really start to cook some things up, and that's when we can, get the right eyes and right people. An example that I like to give is, if a Whole Foods was coming to, looking to build in a Black or brown community, they're going to look for, well, who have already brought some type of positive impact to this community, whether it's through finance, whether it's through community impact, through nonprofit, not-for-profit needs, etc. But they're going to look for some companies who've already been building in this area. And so for us, we want to be able to say, hey, well, these companies here, we have been able to work with them. And so, with branding, with marketing, with strategy, et cetera, we've been able to redefine that narrative. So, now, when companies are looking to redefine these areas, to move in, or, to potentially bring the whole area net value up, they can look at some of the companies that we work with, and they can decide that, hey, you know what, I really love what they're doing. I think that we want to build here. And so that's what we want to do. Black businesses have been seen as having an inferior product, to any other business. And so we want to just begin to redefine the narrative through the tools that we have and through what we can bring and offer.
Well, it definitely seems that those that you're working with really have their business in very good hands. You can tell the passion about the focus of what you're doing for these communities, and making sure their marketing message is successfully getting out there to different types of consumers and really helping their business grow. So we really thank you for sharing all this. We really wish you the best of luck with this, the agency rebrand, and all the wonderful things you can be doing for your niche community. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Howard.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Deon's story is really phenomenal. He saw a need, he saw a skill set that he had, and was able to really marry the two to help different businesses get their message out, and really see the growth that they really wanted. There's more information about Agency Involved here on Daily Ad Brief. But go out and have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.